Good afternoon, everyone. Ashley from European Location Services here with as the title says, things you want to know about moving to Spain. So it's a Q&A on things you want to know about moving to Spain. By the way, all your questions, so to answer. Just have a quick look at my notes to see if I've got any pre-planned questions for you. I do actually, yes. Right, something you have to ask yourself when you want to move to Spain is where I'm going to move to in Spain. Now, no answer is right on that set what's right for you. So, what's the best part of Spain to move to? As I said, that answer depends on you. Do you want to live on the coast? Do you want to live inland? Do you want to live in a small town? Do you want to live rural? Do you want to live in a big city? So, firstly, know what you're looking for in Spain. So, ask yourself, what am I looking for in Spain? What's it I want? And then, once you know what you're looking for, you can then have a little tick list and say, well, this place covers it. But one thing I will suggest is when you move to Spain, initially, unless you're 100% certain that the place you're moving to is right for you, is rent for a while. You can always then easily remove to somewhere else within Spain and explore the country that way to find out what part of Spain is right for you. I mean, one thing about moving inland, some people do, is you will find often when you move inland, which I'm sure the estate agencies and watching will agree, is you'll often get larger properties with more land. And a lot larger property anyway in Spain generally is rural. Then you would get in the UK for the same size. It will cost you a lot less in euros than it would in pounds anyway. So, yeah. What part of Spain is best for you is totally down to what you're looking for. Do you want a rural, laid-back, relaxed lifestyle? Maybe inland's best for you then. Do you want lively, energetic, plenty to do, great nightlife? Then the touristy zones are probably best for you as well. Your Malagas, your Benidorms and your likes. Or do you want somewhere that's itself, true Spain? Well, getting off the beaten track then may work for you as well. So there are many different factors to take into account. Another thing I would say is if the climate's a factor you want to take into account, I want a hot summer and hot winter. Not hot winters is not right, sorry. I want a hot summer and mild winters. Then the southern Mediterranean coast places from Costa del Maria has, Costa del Sol, Costa Calabria and likes. If onward, basically, have often hot summers and quite mild winters. I mean, most, if not all, of, for example, Costa del Maria and its inland areas of the province of Almeria, even in December, in the daytime, often averaging 20 degrees Celsius, you'll see people in shorts still granted, not Spaniards, Brits, who if it's something who's been here for years, but you know about making it's even in winter, many parts of Almeria have very mild daytime temperatures. Yeah. Oh, but I can't cope with 35, 40, 45 degrees Celsius. Well, that's no problem. Spain's made up of, I think it's 3 separate climate zones. Mediterranean and then 2 others I can never remember the name of, but there's at least 3 different climate zones in Spain. So, you need a relatively warm but not scorching summer. And a cooler winter? Well, how about Catalan, for example, Costa Blanca? It will average about 30 degrees in summer, whereas, for example, Costa del Maria could be 35 to 40. I'm not sure if daytime temps by another lot lower than 20. But I want a mix of both. I want sort of to have a hot summer, mild winter, but at the same time, cooler summer. Well, what about a mountainous region? For example, if you go to around the Sierra Nevada, it's often said you can ski in the morning, be on the beach in the afternoon. So the point I make it there is Spain has a lot of different regions to offer you different things. So don't be scared as we explore Spain to find what's right. Don't rush into a decision and say, oh, I must move to X. You might hate it. And if you're bored, you can stuck there until you can sell. So if you're looking to move to Spain permanently, it's best to come out several times in advance, maybe spend a week in region A, and then another time, a week in region B, a week in C, a week in region D, and find, I like here, and then rent a house in the area you like for a short period, live there, experience it, find out if you do like it, rent or buy, long period, if not, move somewhere else, and carry on until you find somewhere perfect. One mistake a lot of people do make when move to Spain is rushing into deciding what area is right for them. Don't make that mistake. It's fine to ask other people's opinions and experiences, but remember, it's what works for you. What works for me will be for for you. Okay, that covers that sort of. Right. I'm going to just quickly circle onto a separate topic related to Spain, a few tips that should make life easier. Now, Spain's a brilliant place to live, but you've got to bear in mind a very different, it might be an unfair way, but any country like it's not your own, we know where you come from, things are done differently, culture's different, lifestyle's different. Now, these are often what draw people to living in these new countries. And that's what makes it, in my opinion, fun and exciting. But it doesn't mean you can't benefit from a few tips and hints from people being here a while. I mean, except for living in Spain, which is now for years, I also spent nearly 2 years in Germany, so I've lived outside the UK quite a bit. Anyway, one tip I would suggest, and this will devolve into several separate tips, is pick up a word a day, or try to pick up and learn a word a day. Don't rush yourself. Don't be like, oh, I've got to learn 20 words a day. No. Try a word a day. You'll be surprised. You'll soon pick up many, many words. Starting, for example, a good point to start with the words you want to learn isn't, oh, how do I say my head hurts? No. Learn how to ask, where's the milk? Which is leche. Or learn how to ask for a beer. Una cerveza, por favor, for example. Learn the food and drink words, the words you're going to use more often. The effort will be appreciated. You'll also find you'll gradually, by picking these up, you'll learn your way off them. You'll come across new words and you'll stumble on words that you learn as well. I have as well. For example, mundanzas, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Mundanzas, which is removals in Spanish, the word I happen to stumble across accidentally. Word association games is another good one. They'll be remember words. When I used to, I know this off my head now, so I don't need to remember it, but it's the Spanish for cat is gato, Gato. Now, what does that remind you of? And if you're saying chocolate gato, then you're on the same wavelength I am. That's how I used to remember it. Yeah, so word games, learning a word a day. Don't be scared to try and speak local Spanish in the shops. Yes, you can make mistakes. Yes, you can get your pronunciation wrong. Yes, you can say weird things at times. Don't worry about it. Errors help you learn. Errors will help you get your pronunciation right. They show you making an effort, and that effort will be appreciated. Often, especially in shops, especially if they've got the same staff constantly, you're interacting with the same people constantly, they'll be willing, not everyone obviously, but many will be willing and happy to help you. I find that's my experience. I've had that many times. Don't be afraid to. But if they speak to you in English and you know how to reply in Spanish, do it. It's a trap you can fall into, and a lot of people do is when abroad, outside their own country, and they're spoken to in their own mother tongue, is to fall into the mistake, even though they know how to reply in the native language, of slipping back into their own language. It's easy to do. So if you can avoid that, that's a great thing to avoid. Okay. So a second. Yeah, I'm going to do a cup of tea. Cafe de tea. No, cafe, isn't that? That's the wrong word. Nope, not the word for tea. Tea's tea, but I can't remember the word for cup in a minute. Bassa de tea. That's it. Right. Okay. Thank you, whoever's watching in a minute. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Share the video, the more the merrier. Okay. Right. Yeah, as I say, don't be scared to try the local language. One thing it's worth noticing in Spain, though, is there are several official languages. You've got Spanish, proper Spanish. I don't mean that nastily. What everyone associates with Spain, that's why I'm calling it proper Spanish. You've got the Valencian version, which is its own official language. You've got the Catalonian version, again, its own official language. These are all different. But I think we all know hello in Spanish is hola, and adios is goodbye. But you want to be a little less formal, more friendly. A good way to say goodbye in Spanish in a friendly way is hasta luego. Or if you want to be short and down, like some examples you're known to shorten it, is just luego. You'll be surprised which words you pick up quickly in that sense. Okay. So there's a few tips how to learn in Spanish, a few tips on living in Spain. No questions so far, but that's not a problem. I've discussed about some areas of Spain and how to pick. One thing is worth noting is that outside the biggest cities, public transport isn't as common. We do have buses in small towns. Still has buses, but we only have 3 buses a day to, for example, Packing, which goes on to Bera, which goes on to Tecla Bera. And so many coaches today. The big cities have got trains. The big cities have the buses. There, for example, has trams. I'm sure the cities in Spain have trams, but I can't confirm that because I've not personally seen them. I know Mayfair just because I've seen it. Right. Choosing the right area of Spain, so we've covered to a degree. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mentioned about rural areas. Just circling back to what people do love the more secluded. That's the rural area offers the peacefulness, the more on your own factor you get out in the countryside. But it's worth noting that even in the countryside, or even in cities and towns to a degree, Spanish postcodes are big. They cover many, I think I said many million, but never mind, many square kilometres, square miles. I think some postcodes those could cover up to 40, 50, 60 kilometres. So, if you ever, and hopefully you never do, if you ever do need emergency services, have a note of your GPS. That would they can find you a lot quicker when if you do need them. And unless you speak fluent Spanish, and I will say this because personally, and I think a lot of you will agree, unless you speak fluent Spanish, even if you speak relatively good Spanish, if you're stressed and need emergency services, you can like forget it. Don't worry, if you need them, dial 112 is the main number. They're multilingual. They speak in your own language to them. They'll get someone quickly who speaks out. In fact, if you speak in Spanish and then you have to swap to someone who speaks your language, it's also down. So don't make that mistake if you ever do need them. Okay? Still no questions, but thank you whoever's watching. It's appreciated. If there's anything you want to know, please feel free to drop a question in the comment section. And there's all sorts we can cover still. I made another tip for moving abroad in general. Actually, I'm going to give you several on this one, actually, around this one. If you're moving abroad, know where your nearest embassy or consulate is. I can never know which difference between them, but never mind. In Spain, they are in Barcelona, Malaga, and Madrid, and know the telephone number. Okay, that's helpful to know. It also probably doesn't harm to sign up for travel letters for the country you're going to live in for a while. Okay, I would also personally, like a lot of people do when they go on holidays, photocopy your passport, driver license, other essential documents so that you've got a reference in case they go missing. You'd be like, wouldn't like to happen, but it's a nice little safe backup. Okay. Which part of Spain? Actually, if you want more on the topic of which part of Spain, you go to the website blog section. There is a blog discussing that in a little bit more detail, but it's just covering the general points what I've already covered. Yep. So let's do this. www.European. Let me spell that myself. Location services.co.uk/our blog. Go to the link there. And then just scroll through there. There's all sorts of topics. In fact, between the website, there's 19 separate device topics covered on the website at the minute, including tips for dealing with Spanish weather, which is actually what I'm going to mention a few of now. Yes, Spain's heat covers paradise, and most people, or many people, move to Spain because they love the heat. Doesn't mean you're not at times going to struggle. It can take a while to get used to, especially if you're somewhere for your days that are hitting temperatures of 40, 45, like it can somewhere in some places in that. The reason that often Spaniards live a slightly different lifestyle, part of that reason, beyond culture, is the heat. They eat later because of the heat. They siesta because of the heat. They go to the shops either earlier in the day or later in the day because of the heat. So, great way to cope with the heat. Copy the Spaniards. Keep plenty of water in your fridge, have plenty of water, drink fluids regular. Remember that the beer and coffee, dehydrate. Great to enjoy, but don't let them dehydration, which is simple common sense, I know. If you've got a hairline like mine, or if you haven't, wear a hat when you're outside. Where's my hat? Wear a hat. In fact, you'll know most of the videos you'll see me wearing a hat. So. Instead of the live ones, I don't wear a hat on. Right. Yeah. We've also got, at the minute, a separate article covering tips for sleeping on hot Spanish nights. These tips will work for the UK too, when you've got to keep your ears out there, guys. Okay. Yeah. I'm just reading the topics I've got on the website. I have a nice little list to remind me. Yeah. Okay, as I say, we mentioned make a note of your embassy's telephone number or where it is. As I say, Malaga, Barcelona, Madrid. Main will be Madrid. Almeria and Dossier is all covered by Malaga. Barcelona, I think, covers the rest. Okay. Right, I'm just going to quickly move the... No, I'm not going to up on the screen. Right, bear with me one moment. You'll be able to see me, but I won't be able to see me. Just go into the website. A few tips for life in section. Right. Oh, yep. Well, there we are. All right, let's bring that up now. One thing I will note is that if you need the police, they're here. You need to see them in the morning. Often, the public contact desks at both the police, national, local, and guard stations are only open in the morning. For example, Torre local police stations open 8 a.m. to midday. In the afternoon, they're not. I think the Guardia barracks in Torre is open to 2 o'clock, but after that, unless you need an emergency, you're not getting in touch with them until the next day. So, it's worth knowing that. Yeah. Right, tips for life in Spain. Just one moment while it twirls and whirls. Okay, I think for now we're going to... We'll carry on for a minute. Carry on while I wait for a question. No? Okay. Is it any harder to move to Spain than to move in the UK? I'm going to say no. Yes, the transit time for the removal company is longer. This is the removal company that covers is more. And yes, your goods will need export packing to a degree and packed better and more protected than they would just for a UK move. But best practice tips for packing are easier anyway. As I say, it's not any harder really. It's not any harder, personally. I mean, ourselves, it's what we do. We specialise in moving people to and from Spain. So to us, it's something we're used to, something we do all the time. It's no harder So it's a good advice to look up your removal company, check out the feedback, read their T's and C's, ask them questions. If you're moving abroad, it's often another good piece of advice. It might sound biased, but it's not. To use a removal company that specialises in the market that you're moving to. Some people say, make sure they've got an office in the country you're moving to. That doesn't matter personally. Some will agree, say, I'm wrong. It does. I was wrong. We're based out of Spain. So if you move to Spain, yes, we actually have got an office in the market you're moving to. But if you use the movers who cover that route constantly and specialise in it, they're going to know the pitfalls. They're going to know the routes. They're going to be able to get stuff to you quicker. And all this. Oh, excuse me. Right. Yeah. Let's see. Another question I can think of. When's the best time to move to Spain? There is no, in my opinion, I would personally say at the same time, there is no best time to move to Spain. There's no worst time to move to Spain. Move any time of year. But a good time, if you want a chance to get used to the heat, is to come over either in winter or early spring. And then maybe you've got time to acclimatise to the heat as it gets warmer and warmer and warmer. Often in Spain, it's not wham, sudden wall of heat. It's April. It's 23, 24, 25. Oh, it's mid-April. Oh, it's a bit warmer and gradually climbing. So yeah, there is no better time to move to Spain than any other. That's down to personal thing. But if you want to acclimatise to the heat, I would say come over in winter or spring. It is worth noting though, summer is a very busy time for movers. We're finding out this summer season, even with COVID-19 and just clearing the backlog, we're as busy as we were last year. So if you want to move in summer, which a lot of people do, make sure you book the mover in advance. Don't leave it to last minute because the mover you want may well be fully booked. So personally, there's no better time or worse time to move to Spain instead. Okay. All right. No, that's not a good question. No. Just 1 second. I'm just going to check something on Twitter that might give me an idea. Just bear with me one up, please, people. Right. That's as I say, so what area is best for me to spend with a covered, but that's all down to personal choice. It is often wise to rent before buying over the, because that way you get a chance to say, well, I do actually like this place, I don't like this place, etc. Okay, I think that covers everything for now that I want to cover. Thank you for watching. And if you watch this after it's recorded, hello. And if you're watching it live, goodbye.